And then a sight I still can't get used to. Arik Royal without that heavyweight title. This is the second show since he lost it to Roy Wilkins. And he is teaming up with a hot youngster right now, a guy who's really on the move in Charlie Weston. This should be a very interesting tag team match. Charlie kind of getting off the porch and running with the dogs here.
Yes, we got a very interesting dynamic here because Charlie Weston, you know, he was teaming with Smith Garrett for a long time, and now he's been, you know, trying to stand up the singles competition, so we'll see if he can still pull out that tag team wrestling style.
Right, he is an experienced tag team wrestler. And of course, Smith Garrett, as you mentioned, his old tag team partner, has been battling a lot of injuries in recent months. And hopefully, you know, we'll see him back pretty soon. And not for nothing, we got two of the absolute baddest dudes in CWF in the ring right now. Walter Eaton calls himself the Whoop Master.
Wow. Alrighty then. Does anyone else call him that, though? That's the question.
No, but he says nobody can whoop him.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see.
Ooh.
Back and forth chopping here.
Some meaty thuds. And did you catch the coach's socks?
You know, I've long ago stopped questioning the coach's fashion choices. I mean, best I can say, at least he always coordinates, but...
Yeah, his legs are as white as Christmas.
They really are. I don't understand.
Now Kandrack in the ring, nice spin heel kick.
Arik Royal getting fired up.
And we see Charlie Weston still out there, hasn't been in the ring yet. Looks like the former champ's gonna tag him in.
There he goes. Let's see what this kid can do.
And he's in there with a bad man in Ric Converse right now.
This is definitely, I mean, the fact that Charlie Weston is even able to get some offense right now says a lot about him.
That's right, because Ric Converse is a guy I've known for, that's why he's so bad. I've known him for many years.
Did you ever team with him?
Yes, I did actually. My first tag team partner. Actually, mine and Ray's first tag team partners were with each other.
Interesting.
We trained together, we walked through the door together.
Well, then you know what he's all about here. He's very intense right now.
And I can tell you, he hates absolutely everybody.
Yep, and it shows, because he does not mess around in that ring.
Nice drop kick.
Charlie Weston showing a lot of fire here.
And this crowd's starting to wake up for Charlie Weston. He needs to go ahead and do it. He's loading up that Superman punch. Kandrack saw it coming. Kandrack is a veteran.
Why is he hitting himself?
He's just such a bad guy, and he just kind of works himself up by beating himself in the head.
I mean, that's scary, because if he's beating himself up, what are you going to be able to do to him?
Exactly, and I think that's the point.
A lot of psychological warfare going on in this match.
And he is, you know, kind of an underrated guy when it comes to the mind games. He's just so intimidating.
Especially with the coach and all that backup out there. I mean, I'd be very intimidated if I was in that ring.
And that's not to sell Walter Eaton short, who's a former heavyweight champion himself. Former everything. And Charlie Weston is finding himself at the grown folks table right now, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie Weston, he's done amazing things, but I almost wonder, was he thrown into this a little too quickly?
Man, he needed a partner. He wanted to kind of prove himself, and Arik Royal stepped up as his partner.
Hopefully, he needs to be making his way over there to get that tag again.
Oh! Kitchen sink right to the gut. And you're right, he needs a tag in the worst way to the big man.
Arik Royal almost getting involved there.
It wasn't long ago Charlie Weston pushed Corey Edsel to the limit in the Weaver Cup tournament. Nearly came away with the huge win with Corey Edsel.
Well, unfortunately, he has not made his way to the finals or the semifinals this time, but Corey Edsel is.
Yeah, Corey Edsel in that semifinal.
He made the point earlier tonight. He told the crowd, I'm gonna win it.
Yes, he did. Marcellus King in that semifinal as well. And tonight we'll determine the next entrant. Nice power slam.
Arik Royal breaking it up.
Later tonight we'll see Brad Attitude against Roy Wilkins, who will determine the next semifinalist. And I'm going to ask you because my memory is spotty. There should be one more. You don't remember who it is. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. Let me think.
And Charlie Weston trying to fight back with Walter Eaton here. Eaton, Samoan drop. No, yes.
He was teasing the tag there.
Walter almost let him get away. We got to cover.
Arik Royal breaking it up again. Coach Gemini getting involved now. Him and that whistle.
Yeah, that whistle just never stops, ever, ever, ever.
I wonder if he has several of them or if he just has the one. He's got to have worn it out by now.
Well, I know he's had more than one because someone once took the gimmick out of it so it didn't make any noise.
That poor whistle's been through a lot.
It has been through a lot, and it's been in Coach's mouth for years and years.
I mean, I don't want to think about that.
And Weston, what has he got here? What in the world is Weston doing?
Trying to do something here.
Rolling armbar. Man, nice move.
Walter Eaton was not expecting that.
Neither was I.
Kandrack breaking it up.
Man, that's a new wrinkle to Charlie Weston's offense. That could be very important later on.
Both these guys need to make the tag now.
Yes, they do, especially Weston.
Taking a lot of damage here.
And Eaton's such a great tag team wrestler. He stopped him.
Not only stopping it, but dragging him back to his corner.
Right, that's all-star wrestling, and that's quick cover.
Charlie Weston kicking out.
And, of course, Eaton, half of the vaunted Goon Squad with Roy Wilkins.
Yep. He's Ray Kandrack to do more damage.
And that's what Ray does, is damage.
Charlie Weston not looking good right now.
Charlie, get out of there!
Yeah, Arik Royal's giving the best advice he possibly can. Get out of there.
Almost begging him.
Well, Arik Royal knows better than anybody how dangerous Ray Kandrack is.
I don't think anyone wants to see Charlie Weston just taking all of this punishment.
No, we've seen him take a lot. He had those wars with Trevor Lee. He was able to beat Chet Sterling for that RGL title.
It's true, he did. He's done a lot this year, but I wonder if this was too much too soon for him.
And there it was. The Superman punch, and he desperately needs that tag.
Both these men, let's see who gets up first.
And that's, that's about 16 feet. It's a lot longer than you might think when you're just that beaten up.
They're both going for it. Ray Kandrack.
Tag on both sides. High on that lariat. Back elbow from the former champion Arik Royal. Another elbow.
And of course, the All-Stars, they've been making tags in and out, but Arik Royal, he's had a lot of time to sit out there and rest. So
yes, he has.
Going as hard as he can right now.
Butts on both sides of the ring. The All-Stars meet in the middle. Double beast mode.
Is he going to beat both of them?
If anybody can do it, it's Arik Royal.
It's true. Walter Eaton is the legal man, though.
Man, I don't know if I like this tag. Arik Royal, I think, is just trying to let Charlie get the shine here.
Yeah. 5 minutes remain. If Charlie Weston can get this pin, that'll do a lot for him.
Yeah, that'd be one of the biggest wins of his career, if not the biggest.
Definitely, like we've said, I mean, he's done a lot, but that would still be quite an upset if he could get the pin over on these guys. But yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it now.
I don't know, man. Arik Royal, I think, got a little excited and tagged him in. But if he could pin either guy, former heavyweight champions, back to the armbar again! A hanging armbar.
Walter Eaton fighting out of it.
And Eaton is just such a brutal guy.
Charlie Weston trying. Walter Eaton's just getting the better of him.
Got the necktie into the neck breaker.
Arik Royal breaking it up again. What's he up? Arik Royal and Ray Kandrack.
What is Chapman and the coach? I mean, if I'm Chapman, I would stay the hell away from Arik Royal.
Oh, for that very reason.
And Arik Royal finally got his payback, and the coach hangs him up on the ropes. Arik Royal's been wanting to punch Chappie for a month now.
What are we doing? But of course, Charlie Weston is still the legal man, and now Arik Royal is not in that corner, able to get the tag.
He got the armbar again! For the third time! Arik Royal with the sick kick! Tapped out! Walter Eaton just tapped out to the armbar!
Oh my God!
Charlie Weston
with the win!
The biggest win of his life! He just tapped out Walter Eaton.
Ooh, Coach Gemini is not going to be happy about this.
And we have just discovered a new part of the offense, a new part of the game plan of Charlie Weston with that armbar.
Arik Royal, Charlie Weston!
Oh, come on, Royal. Match over, match over, match over.
Hold up, Charlie. You see, it's because of people like Charlie Weston, young, hungry guys who I want to work with all the time. Charlie, you got some of the best fire that I've seen from anybody back there. You keep it up. You just made a former heavyweight champion tap out. You just made him tap. You got what it takes, Charlie. You got what it takes to move on after the RGL title. If you keep your head to the pavement and you keep working hard, you'll be world champion one day. It was an honor tagging with you. I don't know what you're doing in 2 weeks, but I know what I'm doing. And I'm winning that Weaver Cup trophy for the 3rd time. And Roy, I'm bringing my belt back home.